Hey friends, it's Megan, and I am so fascinated by big families and thinking, what would I name so many children if I had a ton of kids? And so that's what this video is about. So in the name community, we love talking about the Duggar kids. They are a family of, they've got 19 children, and all their kids, their names start with the same initial, and that is the letter J. I actually did a video a little bit back on their kids' names and did a little like rename game. I will link that in the description box for you below to check out after you watch this video, of course. But they are friends with another family that has 19 children, and that is the Bates family. Both these families you see on TLC. TLC loves big family shows, apparently. The Bates family, they briefly had a show on TLC called The United Bates of America. So the parents are Gil and Kelly Jo Bates, and they have, like I said, 19 children, 9 boys and 10 girls. Can you imagine naming all those babies? So I thought it'd be fun to take a look at their names and of course pick our favorites of the names that they used for their kids. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about their children's names in their birth order, starting with number 1, their oldest, which is a son named Zachary Gilvin. He goes by the nickname Zach. Gilvin is a really interesting name, huh? His middle name. I bet you that's what his dad's name is, because it just said his dad's name was Gil. I always hear Gil and assume Gilbert, but yeah. Anyways, Zachary is a Hebrew name. It means the Lord is remembered. Fairly common name in the United States, and he married a lovely woman named Whitney Perkins. Next up, they have a daughter, and you might be surprised that this is a daughter's name if you look at it, because it looks like Michael Christian, but it is Michaela Christian. That's the pronunciation that they preferred. I definitely would have used a different spelling if I wanted that pronunciation. It's a Hebrew name meaning who is like the Lord, same as Michael would, but I do think Michaela has a cool sound. It's different than Michaela, and she is currently courting Brandon Keilen. Next up, their third in line is another daughter, and her name is Erin Elise. Erin is an anglicized Irish name that means Ireland. This name we heard a lot in the United States in the 1980s and 90s, and it's starting to die down a bit. I'm seeing less and less little Erins born. And she married a man named Charles Stephen Paine. They did their wedding not that long ago on a TLC show. He's the third, but he goes by the nickname Chad. Fourth in line is William Lawson, although he just goes by the name Lawson. Lawson is an English surname name and means son of Lawrence, and it just has this really good, like, hearty cowboy charm sound to me. I picture a Lawson to be riding a horse. You can always let me know what you think of any of these names and my, like, wacky associations in the comments below. Fifth in line is son Kenneth Nathaniel, but he just goes by the nickname Nathan. Nathaniel, though, is a Hebrew name that means God is given or gift of God, and I really like Nathaniel right now as a middle name, but I think it sounds really good as a first or a middle name. Their sixth child is a daughter named Alyssa Joy. Alyssa is an English name that comes from the name Alicia or Alicia, which comes from the name Alice, which means noble. I really liked the name Alyssa when I was little. I thought Liz was a cute nickname, or Lissy. I still like Lissy as a nickname for Felicity. And Alyssa, she is engaged to a man named John Webster. Lots of marriages and engagements and courtships going on in this family. Okay, their seventh child is a daughter named Tori Layne. Tori is typically a diminutive of the name Victoria, which means victory. You will see a lot of their daughters coming up have names that are typically more nickname names, but they're using them as their full name. So yeah, Tori is just her given name. It's not a nickname for anything. Their eighth child is a son named Trace Whitfield. Okay, if that doesn't have a cowboy sound to it, I don't know what does. And I think Trace and Whitfield sound really good together. Trace is derived from the name Tracy, which means of trachea. Their ninth child is a daughter named Carlin Brianne. Carlin is a unisex name. It's got Gaelic origins, and it's also a surname name. It means little champion, which is kind of cute. And I think Carlin sounds very like current and on trend, and of course you could get the little nickname Carly from it. Their 10th child is a daughter named Josie Kellyn. Josie, as you might recognize, is a short form of names like Josephine, another diminutive name like I was saying. Although she's not short for anything, Josie is her given name, and it means Jehovah increases. Their 11th child is another daughter, and her name is Katie Grace, and yes, another diminutive name, meaning pure. Katie can be a nickname for so many different names. A few popular ones would be Catherine, Kate, and Kathleen. Their 12th child is Jackson Ezekiel. So Jackson is an English surname. It means son of Jack. It's been pretty popular here in the United States the last 10 years, and we're seeing lots of different spellings of Jackson, with Jackson with a C, Jackson with an S, Jackson with an X, Jackson ending in E-N, O-N, but theirs is definitely the most traditional. Okay, number 13 is another son named Warden Justice. And Warden is an English occupational name meaning watchman. It's also a place name. It has different meanings in different places throughout the world. Their 14th child, another son, is Isaiah Courage. So Isaiah, like his older brother, Warden Justice, has a virtue middle name. Isaiah is a Hebrew name, and it means salvation of the Lord. Great biblical name. I've noticed a lot of people are loving biblical boys' names that end in that AH sound, like Elijah, Isaiah, Micah. Yes. At 15, they have a daughter named Addallee Hope. They call her Addee quite commonly. So Addallee is a compound name for the name Addee, which means noble, and Lee, that means meadow or pasture. And actually, she's got another virtue name as her middle name. So they've got 3 virtue names in a row as middle names there: Justice, Courage, and Hope. All great meanings, huh? At number 16, they have a little girl named Ellie Bridget. Ellie, yet another diminutive name. You can see they're really fond of diminutive names as first names for their daughter. It's an English name. It comes from names like Eleanor or Ellen, which means bright and shining one. I always, whenever I think of that meaning, I just think it's so beautiful. Don't you think so? Okay. At number 17, they have another daughter named Callie-Anna Rose. I think it's funny. I'm like, another son, another daughter. Okay. Callie-Anna is a double barrel name. So Callie means beautiful and Anna means grace. Callie-Anna, again, has a little bit of like a country, down home, prairie feel to me. It reminds me of Pollyanna. So I think of like a very cheerful, happy little girl with braids. Yeah, Callie-Anna. Okay, at number 18, they have a son named Judson Wyatt. Okay, cowboy, ring the bell. They are a southern country family, and they really embrace that. And so I think Judson Wyatt really fits in with that sound and kind of just the style of their family. Judson is an English name, and it means son of Jordan. And then their last little one, number 19, is a son named Jeb Colton. So Jeb can be a diminutive of names like Jebediah or also Jacob, actually. It's a Hebrew name, and it means beloved friend. Wow, that was a lot of kids. So now let's pick our favorites. Yes, this is fun. Okay, and comment your favorites of these names in the comments below, because I love to hear what everyone else likes too. So their sons' names are Zachary, Lawson, Nathaniel, Trace, Jackson, Warden, Isaiah, Judson, and Jeb. I actually like quite a few of those, but right now I've really been liking Nathaniel. I think Nathan is cute. I like Nate. It also really helps all the Nathan, Nathaniels, and Nates that I've known I've really liked, and so that always endears me to a name a bit. Okay, and then their girls' names are Michaela, Erin, Alyssa, Tori, Carlin, Josie, Katie, Addallee, Ellie, and Callie-Anna. I like a lot of these names. I like a lot of those diminutive names that they used for larger names. My favorite on this list is probably Ellie. Ellie, I think, is so sweet. I would definitely use it as a nickname for a longer name. I like Elora a lot, E-L-O-R-A, and if I had an Elora, I would definitely use the nickname Ellie for it. So there you have it. Those are the Bates clan, their little children. Let me know, like I said, what names you love from this list, any thoughts you have on these names. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, come back soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.